Behold many neat things, all shall love me and despair. I've made some updates to my room since my last video, so I wanted to post an update as like an addendum to show the stuff that's changed, and also for the stuff I kind of glossed over in my last video due to time limit constraints. This is a poster from Animedia magazine. Obviously it's 30 Pairs Project Eden. I believe the issue is from 1986. On the flip side, there was a poster of Dan Cougar, and while I like Dan Cougar, heck, I just like Dirty Pair better, so it won out. So up here, got some figures of Mint and Milfy from Galaxy Angel. Neat stuff. Down here, this is also new, got a Soul Calibur figure, Cassandra. And here I've moved all of my modeling magazines here. Used to have a fairly regular subscription to Dengeki Hobby from Japan. And lift this up. Here is Hobby Japan issues. So up here, let me show this. I think every successful nerd cave should have something like this. These are Legos that are suspended by fishing string. Got these hooks up into the ceiling here. This is an A-wing. Got an X-wing up here. I'm planning on hanging models and stuff from the ceiling as well later on. So moving on. Perler beads. This is pixel art. I found these perler beads at a craft store called Joann's, and I saw it and I figured, hey, this would be pretty cool to do pixel art with. And it turns out that it's not an original idea. There are tons of people out there who do this. So this is Bomberman, obviously. Hope you know that. This is Sheen from Area 88, my favorite Super Famicom shmup. This is Chrono Trigger. Up here is from Space Invaders, and this is Arl from Puyo Puyo 2. Down here I made some Dragon Quest slimes for my friend. I'll give those to him. So, moving along, I moved this. This was in my living room. I moved it to my room in here. This is the Dendrobium from 0083. It's a 1/144 scale model. Let's see if I can focus here. There we go, autofocus. And didn't have time to mention about this my last video. This is a Sony mini disc / CD shelf system. It's pretty cool. I call it my toaster. So you got to put the CDs on this side here, drop it down in here, and on this end you got the mini discs. And it hooks up to my computer down here, and that's how I transfer the MP3s from my computer to the mini discs. So, last time I showed this. This is a Bubblegum Crisis figure. This is Alina on her Motoslave bike, and I recently picked up Pris. Check this out. This is a repaint, like a limited edition color. This is metallic red. So the original one, it looks cool and all that, but the bike just doesn't really quite shine like the metallic red. This is actually pretty cool. And I worked up my courage to actually transform this, because I've had bad luck with transforming Japanese toys, and this is kind of frail and a little bit brittle, so I wanted to just make sure. I just kept praying to God the whole transformation sequence until I got it completed. So, Mighty Mugs. Maybe you've seen these at Target or Toys R Us. These are pretty cool little figures. This is Soundwave and Shockwave. Pretty neat stuff. And check this out. You even got the little screw in the back of his head. That's pretty cute. Hot Wheels have recently come out with Star Trek ships, and I got my two favorite. This is the Reliant from the Wrath of Khan. This is probably my favorite starship design out of any of the Star Trek TV shows or movies. And this is the Enterprise refit from the motion picture, and the one that was eventually destroyed by self-destruction in Star Trek 3. So you can kind of play Kirk versus Khan here. Check this out. Cake! God! Pretty neat. Down here, I did not get to video this at all. This is an Atari Lynx. A lot of people don't know about this, but the Game Gear and the Atari Lynx were the two handheld systems, color handheld systems in the early 90s. This is pretty cool. It's even bigger than a modern day PSP, even like the big fatty one. But this had some pretty cool games in there. Got Clax, Road Blasters, Stun Runner, and Rampart. Those are probably my favorite games in this this handheld here. Speaking of handhelds, I also did not mention up here I have Neo Geo Pocket Color games. Kind of forgot to mention that in my last video. So my DS collection has certainly increased since then as well. So also down here you got multi-taps. This is a Super Famicom, so you can do a Bomberman multiplayer, and here's the Sega Saturn. I got some video game limited edition boxes here. This is Fate Unlimited Codes for the PlayStation 2. It comes with a Figma figure, pretty neat. And this is Mushihime Sama that came with a little figure, and the same figure that's hanging on my wall here. So here's Game Tengoku for Sega Saturn. Bistro Cupid is kind of a bizarre restaurant simulator slash dungeon crawler. Cool figure for the Xbox. Pretty unique game. I haven't really got into it very much, but the Xbox in Japan had some pretty cool games that didn't make it out over to stateside, and a good example is Galaxy Angel. So moving along here, this stuff's falling off my shelves here. Here's this Char from Gundam figure. Down here is Rei for this is a the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive figure. Got some other figures. This is Black Nej from Shining Tears and Shining Wind, and you saw this in my last video. This is Elwyn from the same game. In case you were wondering, this is Seola from Super Robot Tyson, the original Gaiden, or sorry, the original Generation series. And I also picked up a new Bome figure up here. So, increased my Bome figures since then. So anyhow, this is the stuff that's changed, and I'm going to be uploading videos. I'm going to be taking videos of my living room and also bedroom, some other neat crap I have in those rooms, and post those to YouTube. So, thanks for watching. Bye.